Okay, we're at 7 Smith. Here's the house across the street. Looks like some kids are playing next door. So there's aluminum siding, so it could be painted. There's a slate roof. That's the front porch. There's a sidewalk, so you'd have to keep that cleared. Looks like they just did some new railings on this porch. No gutters. You would need a new garage door, which you could probably notice from the photos. Foundation looks okay. Aluminum as well, I think. Oh, no, wait, that might have been vinyl. They put on a new fence here. I think that's aluminum. Now the yard is very small. See where the grill is? That's the back of the property. So that you see is all related to that house right there. That's the garage, and it leads back over to their house. If you did a privacy fence, though, you could have a cute little courtyard here, I think. But it's not very big. It's probably maybe 12 to 15 feet deep. There's some gutter right there. And this is the side yard. There's a side door here that leads out on both sides of the house. Soffits. So it's fenced in, but not privacy fence. Let's do the foundation here. Little crack right there. Little power washing needed in this section. Looks like they might have had something over the door at some point. And it goes all the way up. So, little power washing and a privacy fence and maybe some kind of a patio or paver of some sort. Alright, so here's the side porch on this side porch on the other side. Let's go in the front door. Here's the driveway. So you could stack, it said one off-street parking, but you could stack 2 here, which is very, that's pretty standard for Glens Falls. So here's the front porch area. It's got a lot of stuff in the house, which makes it hard to see, but from what I've gathered so far, they have stuff, but they're not dirty. They've just accumulated a lot of garbage, but it doesn't seem like anything's ruined. The only actual damage that I can see is they have cats. It doesn't smell like cats in here, but they have scratched up the carpets. So here's your front door for the most part. And you see this is a little discolored. Make sure I don't bring that. So you can see in the front foyer you've got a grate for heating, and then you've got this standard white tile. The trim work isn't the best. The windows they have some trim along the bottom of them, but they don't have any around the sides. The ceiling is this type of a ceiling, which you could always sheetrock over it if you wanted to, or just leave it like it is. You definitely need some paint The floors look good. It looks like that's just some residue underneath there. So here would be your living room. It's not huge. It's very basic. No fireplace or anything like that. But if you set it up with, you know, a couple of sofas and a TV, it would be just fine. Here's your bump out eating area right here. Again, it's got that same type of ceiling. Again, minor cosmetics. There is no bathroom on this floor. There's only one full bath upstairs. So if you have guests, they would have to go upstairs. I showed you the ceiling in here. So this one's got the wainscoting going on. You can see where they did the things. Again, you can fix a lot of this just with some caulk. Here are the floors again. So it looks like the floors might be slightly discolored underneath the carpet, but it shouldn't be too terribly bad. Okay, so now we're moving in, and then they didn't, you know, all of this would need to be puttied, filled in, or whatever, you know, that type of work. All right, so now we're moving into the kitchen, and it's got those standard, you can see where they didn't prime that properly, and the knots are coming through. Here's the kitchen. So this is one side of it. It looks like they've got like two little butcher block sides on either side, which you could make cabinets and have more storage. The stove looks fairly decent. Not too dirty on the inside at all. That is definitely salvageable. They've got the hood. That looks good. Standard oak cabinets. You do have this drop ceiling with fluorescent lighting. That's not necessarily the best. You might be able to take that down, and it looks just like the other tiles in the other living room and dining area. So you have a white fridge. The windows, as you can see, are vinyl and newer. And I believe, I haven't seen any older windows. They all seem to be more of the vinyl. And that's just a freestanding cabinet. That doesn't stay. Let's see if I can find. Okay, there we go. So you got the fridge. The microwave is not built in. Just a little cabinet for that. Again, the oak cabinets. You've got the green laminate counters and an overlay sink with some very bright yellow paint. I think I showed you the floors already. They're not cracked in the kitchen from what I can tell. Again, you've got floor grates. So you have ductwork. You could add a central AC unit if you wanted. Here's the back porch. The back porch has a door that leads to the right side of the house. They have a table. You can see there's some cracked tiles in here. Again, hard to tell what else is going on behind all of these boxes, but it doesn't appear that there's anything major. I don't smell anything. I don't see any spills or anything that's leaking or anything to that effect. You can see the garage. The roof is red. And then you got a couple of things, so that kind of looks a little tacky, but I think metal roofs you can paint. These appear, these are still vinyl windows in the back porch. So, and then I tried like this, I tried to close. You know, you might have to get a magnet for that, something to that effect. So let's go upstairs first. As you can see, the carpet is not in good shape. It looks like it's unfinished floors underneath, but I couldn't really find a place to pull them up. But as you can see at the top of the stairs, they get pretty rough. Again, I'm not smelling anything that's too foul. I think they're using the litter box and dumping it on a regular basis. So as you get to the top, you can see, there's the cat stuff, and they've got their little thing here. You have to step up to get into bedroom, bathroom, and the other two bedrooms. We'll start with the bathroom. So the bathroom, it's kind of like a grayish blue and cream tile, and the grout needs to be replaced. Standard. We've got the shiny brass, the hollow doors, medicine cabinet. The shower looks good. It's been caulked a couple of times or so. It's like one of those bath fitter types of things that has been installed. Okay, so that's the full bath. To the right as you come up the stairs, there's a bedroom to the left as you come up the stairs. Again, you have to step up. This one has 2 windows and a closet, and it's not huge, but you could put a full bed in here. Full bed with 2 nightstands would work, and a dresser. So this one's pretty much a blank canvas. Again, no trim around the windows, which is not the end of the world, but just pointing out it doesn't have like the charm of some of the older houses that we can see in the city. Here's the hallway. And then they've got this weird laminate floor here. Now this room, they're calling a bedroom, and technically it is because it has a window and a closet, but it's small. I mean, if you could get, I think you could probably get a single bed in here, but it would probably be better served as a either a nursery with a crib and a changing table, or an office. You might be able to get like a single day bed in here. I think you probably could, but it would be tight. Again, I think that might be cat. And then here's the master, I guess you would call it. Hollow doors. The carpet all needs to be replaced. But it's got a closet. The windows all appear to be vinyl. Okay, that's doable. It's a little bit better than an old house closet. Hatch to get up into the attic. Now let's go down to the basement. So here's the door that leads to the other side of the house. Doesn't really go anywhere. The basement looks pretty good. It doesn't smell, and it's pretty dry. It looks dry. Here's the furnace, Concord. One of the windows has been added insulation to it. There's another refrigerator down here. There's a sewer pipe. So there's a washer and dryer down here. I'd have to check the listing and see if it stays. Storage. Water heater. It looks like it's fairly new. This all looks like it's been done well. There's some extras here that haven't been used yet. Looks like the wiring's all been updated. I don't see or smell any evidence of any major water problems down here or foundation problems. There's no like crumbling, you know. Come down to some of these and they're just really bad. This one seems to be fairly decent shape.